After a bit of a blooper, we're gonna try doing this again. I had a weird glitch happen on the last run where it like cleared out one of the lanes at the wrong time. But anyways, this is a really good start. The notes are distributed pretty evenly, so you can just kind of pick all of them up here. Wow, 21 right off the bat, but that doesn't mean you're gonna get good luck for the rest of the run. Now, since there's like, I need to carry this next grid all the way up to the PB because you can see there's spikes there. There's a big old gap. I got to get across that gap. So we're going to start saving up now. I don't think it matters how much you have, except for in the left lane. I'm going to keep one spot open because I might need to use that lane. Alright, and I just picked up one spike in that lane because I needed to reach across that gap, and that takes practice hitting only one spike in like a long line like that, but it's very useful to be able to do that. And yes, you can, I'm pretty sure you can do that with keyboard as well, but I think it's easier with mouse. This is a weird pattern. I wasn't exactly sure what to do there. But you can see patterns are starting to get a bit rough. You have a lot of notes coming up in the middle lane. So we're just going to finish this grid off. A lot of spikes. Alright, I see a lot of notes coming up in the middle lane, so we're going to clear up some space. There's a million notes in the middle lane, so we can like empty the whole line. 1, 2, 3, 4, get that. So that worked out. And that's what makes mono fun, is that you can use the spikes to strategize a bit. So now I'm just matchmaking until the next PB starts approaching. Whoops, I did not mean to hit that spike. So I'm just trying to like keep the grid full. Now you can see there's not a lot of notes up here, but you can see ahead of time there's 2 notes in the left lane, 1 note in the right lane, so keep that in mind. Don't fill up the left or the right lane too early. And then you can get a 21 there. Back to matchmaking. So with matchmaking, you just want to try getting 21s if you can. And you don't want to overfill too early. Like you see like someone who's bad at matchmaking would see this line of notes in the right lane and they just smash into all of them and then get like 2 points out of this match. But you don't want to do that because you want to be getting good grids. It's tempting when you see like a long line of notes to just pile into it, but doing that will give you like no points at all. Like I think you get 1,000 points for doing one lane. Again, we're just trying to stretch this out to the PB. So I want to clear that one. A lot of spikes. I'm just going to let this time out. There's a PB coming up too. So you just want to look up ahead. This one is a bit of a tricky one. I have enough notes here where I want to end my grid now, so I don't have to hold all the way through that. I don't think I would be able to, so I'm going to have to end this. But that means I'm going to get not a lot of points on this. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. We're only missing 2 notes. Alright, there was a lot of notes in the middle lanes now. And another PB is coming up. You can usually tell when it's coming up. And my skin, yeah. My skin doesn't let me see the track far ahead. It does let me see the patterns far ahead. But normally you would be able to see like a winding track ahead of you. And you can see when it starts to dip down, that's when you can sense a PB is coming. At this point, I can already see the loop, so I know it's there. Again, just don't overfill too early or you're going to look like a fool. Kind of like I did by not getting a 21 there, but that's not a huge loss of points. So this one's a bit tricky. I think I'm going to get some notes in the left lane. I'm not sure if that was a better idea. Now you see we don't have a lot of notes in the left lane until up there. So don't finish this grid until you get there. I keep hitting spikes on accident in this song. Usually on bumpy songs I end up hitting a lot of stuff. So that was another little timer extension. Just hitting those spikes to keep going. Alright, there's a lot of spikes, so we gotta be careful up here. Not a lot in the left lane, so that's a loss of points. Back to normal matchmaking now. Here's the feared... Ooh, this is tricky. So, because it's a 3 times, I'm just gonna hold all the way. Because now that would normally be 30,000, but the note I hit right before the PB was too close, so it didn't count it. But it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it happens. Now all the PBs are done, so we want to focus on matchmaking. And if you want to get good scores, now look at this messy pattern. This is a middle lane pattern. They will ruin a lot of runs, but don't let them ruin them too hard. Basically just don't get all of them and make sure you fill up the left and right lanes here, because you'll get like nothing if you hit all the middle notes. So this is a slower part. Not much I could have done there. Just smack into all the notes. And there you go. Beat my PB by a ways.